But what I'm the best in the world at is seeing potential and power in natural born leaders and mirroring it back to them, awakening their most powerful essence and the parts of themselves that they've tucked away secretly so they can remember who the heck they are, so they can remember how much of a giant they are, so they can show up with power and certainty and accomplish any goal faster than they ever imagined. I am courage and possibility just by being who I am. The very essence of who I be beckons you to rise. I'm jumping right in today because I've got a lot to cover. Today is all about sales, baby, my favorite topic. And we're diving into what to do before you even start selling and how it sets you up to win and for clients to buy. So over the past few days, I've been challenging you and stretching your comfort zone because I know that results don't take time. They take courage. And I'm also clear that your best year, your best month ever can be created this year or in the coming year, the year soon to come, simply by using simple, focused strategies that you can implement right away and that work in any economy. So we've leveled up you so far because you are the foundation of everything. We've leveled up your business model with the power of one method. We leveled up your marketing and got to experience the magic of my hit list strategy and got a small taste of my messenger money method as well. You also, and today what we're going to do is we're going to level up your sales. I'm going to break down how to lead and guide highly committed buyers with empowered selling. Here's what you're going to learn today. The non-negotiable money mindset to create larger sums of cash. I'm talking massive money fast. You're going to learn what to do before you even start selling that sets you up to win and clients to buy. You're going to learn how to stop trying to sell by convincing people and use the simple system to become a highly paid power player that commands highly committed buyers. I want to celebrate your wins. So I want to do this again. You can type it in chat. You can put it in the group. There's been lots of wins that have been coming up. Use the hashtag #WeSlaySales when you do it. Tell me about the sales you've made. Tell me about the appointments you've booked. Tell me about the responses you're getting to the messages that you're sending out. Tell me about the referrals that you received from what we did yesterday. I've seen screenshots of sales being made as a direct result of our cash creation challenges, and I'm super excited about that. Calls booked, clients receive, referrals coming in. And this is what happens when you take, we've only been doing this for 3 days. This is our 4th day. This is what happens when you take focused, intentional action. Rapid results happen. Results come quickly. Listen, you can go the long way or the courageous way. It's up to you. Here's a couple of reminders. So tomorrow, which is Saturday, I'm hosting an Ask Me Anything Q&A session for those of you who are participating in the Cash Creation Challenge crash course. We're sending out an email with the link. It's going to be on Zoom, so we'll be face-to-face in the room together. There's also an event inside of our secret crash course Facebook group, but it's tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So I'll see you guys there. And then also mark your calendar for next Tuesday. I've added a bonus masterclass where I'm going to do a deep dive. We're going to be together for about 2.5, maybe even 3 hours because I'm going to do some Q&A at the end of that. We're going to be together for a couple of hours at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So I would set aside from like 12 to 3 just in case. But that's going to be really powerful. It's going to be all about how to add 100K to your business fast, whether that's 100K a month, whether it's 100K in a day, whether it's your first 100K year, doesn't matter. But I want to show you how to do it faster and faster, simplified as well. Today is your final accountability check-in. So you're going to get one more cash creation challenge. So make sure you check in using day 4 and then the hashtag all in accountability, because that is what I search when I go in. Do not forget to watch and comment with a meaningful comment on at least 3 other people's videos. If you need to catch up with the crash course, you're behind on a couple of things, you haven't watched some of the videos, you have some assignments that you need to get done, we're going to keep the container open for you until next Wednesday to allow you to do that. Finish what you started. Finish it. If you started this thing, finish it. I'll be watching all weekend long. So go ahead and post your check-in videos as you're going through everything. I'll be commenting on them. And I'll be right alongside of you as you're completing this thing. Okay, I'm excited for today. So I want to go ahead and jump into this. But first, I want to give you a little bit of background. Today, it's $25,000 to spend the day with me. My Play Big Income Accelerator, which the next one starts in March this year, is a $15,000 investment. And people come through that program and we make millions of dollars in a 90-day period of time. It is amazing, incredible, and super powerful. My Next Level Authority Mentorship Mastermind is $36,000. And Proximity, which is the closest and highest level of access to me that your business, as your business mentor, is a six-figure investment. And we've brought hundreds of people into these programs. When I think about it, it absolutely freaking blows my mind because it wasn't always that way. There was a time not so long ago that when I showed up on social media, I do my post, I turn my camera on, I teach my webinars, my masterclasses, and my live streams, and I struggled to get people to pay me $197 per month to work with me privately, one-on-one. In order to get here, I had to master the things that I'm going to share with you today and during next week's masterclass as well to create my current reality. So I want to jump into this and I want you to lean in and I want you to pull out your notebook and I want you to grab what's for you. Don't try to write down everything I say, but grab what you know hits you in your soul and your spirit as this is what I need to move me into 2024. This is what sales really is. Sales simply is a powerful conversation, a gateway that leads to a powerful decision. It's helping others see what's really holding them back, showing them what's possible, their potential. It's creating a bridge from where they are to where they desire to be. It's reflecting the level of the game they're currently playing back to them so they can choose a new reality and choose their bigger dreams or that desired result that they have when and if they are ready. Here's the deal. Instead of buying into people's fears, limiting beliefs, and other BS that comes up on the sales call, because it will come up, what if you held them in the moment and called them to their greatness? What if? Here's a truth bomb. That's difficult to do if you yourself are buying into your own fears, limiting beliefs, and playing small. If you can't say amen, say ouch. It's all good. You got to play a much bigger game. And when you begin to play a much bigger game, the people you attract show up ready to play a much bigger game. Now, I'm not saying this for you to beat yourself up. It's normal. This is the average thing that happens in most people with their sales conversations, right? We're so caught up in our own fears, we can't take a stand for somebody else as they're dealing with theirs. And here's the deal. I didn't just wake up knowing this stuff. I learned it the hard way. I learned from experience. I practiced. And I've also invested in mentorship along the way because I've never had all the answers. Even being in sales for 20 plus years, aging myself, and doing thousands of sales conversations, I continue to learn from mentors that can show me the gaps so I can continue to empower even more people. Now, here's the deal. Now that you are aware, if you continue to fail to stand for and with potential buyers as they lean into the edges of their comfort zone, as they confront their doubts, their fears, their limiting beliefs, and they're at their point of decision, that's irresponsible. And like Dr. Maya Angelou said, when you know better, you do better. And now is the time you know better. You're aware now. Right? There's a difference between wanting to help people and really helping them. Being that difference requires courage. I always say this. You have to be willing to be even more uncomfortable than they are, willing to upgrade your ability to hold space for people in the fire of transformation. It starts with you. You cannot stand in the middle of your own stories, limiting beliefs, fears, and excuses, accepting them as truth, and expect your prospects not to mirror back the same. So let's talk. Because today, I'm calling you to a higher place of leadership. And that leadership starts with yourself, not with leading others. So here's where I want to start. two fears that will keep you playing small. Few business owners ever cross the $1 million mark, and even fewer are able to stay there. Only 3% of women-founded businesses ever pass the $1 million mark in revenue in business. And I find that it's even more so the truth when what you sell is really yourself, your gifts, your talents, your skill sets, your know-how. And that's most of you who are here. So let's talk fear, lies, and the main reasons this happens. Okay. First one, you've been taught to fear, feel guilty, burdened, and ashamed of money. Let that sink in. Specifically, large amounts of money and fast money. Living in the world of just enough is where we all live, unless you choose to unsubscribe from that mentality. If I asked you, how much love do you want in your life? You'd respond with, all the love I can get, right? What if I asked you how much joy, health, or vitality or life force you wanted? How long do you want to live? As long as I can, right? Now watch this. How much money do you want to make? And the typical answers are just enough to. Just enough to pay the bills. Just enough to buy a house. Just enough to take care of me and my family. Just enough to travel a bit. Did you see the shift? Why not all the money I can get my hands on? I want to take a second and just talk about money mentality or the psychology of money, because we don't talk about it enough. We think if we just go out and do, we'll make more money. But if your money psychology doesn't match the frequency or the level of money you desire to create, you'll never create it. That's why people get stuck hovering around the same income levels, never to cross six figures, never to cross the $1 million mark. So let's talk about it. So I want to talk about money, more specifically, the psychology of money. And here's the thing. Your psychology around money, or how you think about money, is going to determine whether you are rich, middle class, or poor. Most people believe or make the mistake of thinking that the difference between rich people and poor people and middle class people is how much money you have. But I want to give you a perspective shift on this that I learned from someone a couple of years ago that changed the game for me. What if the truth is that how much money you have is actually determined or has more to do with, determined by or has more to do with whether or not you have the thought processes or the psychology or the belief systems of a rich person, middle class person, or a poor person, right? Here's a game-changing paradigm shift. Listen closely as I share this with you. How much money you have or make is determined by whether you have the psychology of a rich person, poor person, or middle class person. How we look at money is going to determine our money psychology. And our money psychology is going to determine how much money we have or the capacity we have to create, make, and receive money. And that's going to be determined by your perspective. Where are you looking at money from? Are you looking at money from the perspective of a rich person, a poor person, or a middle class person? So how do you determine this? I want to kind of break down the mindset in these three areas so you can find out and figure out where you are. Poor money mindset. The primary purpose of money for a poor person is to pay bills and buy things. If your daily thoughts are consumed with figuring out how to make more money or enough money to pay for your stuff, to pay your bills, to pay off your credit cards, whatever, all the things, that's because what you've decided is that the primary purpose of money is to pay for things. Middle class money mindset, the primary purpose of money for them is to create and maintain good credit so they can buy things and pay bills and buy stuff they can't really afford, really. So we're maintaining the status quo in the middle class, presenting as having money. Wealthy money mindset, or a rich person's money mindset, the primary purpose of money is to turn money into more money. So the primary purpose of money is to turn it into more money. The thought process here is this: how can I take $1 and turn it into 2? How can I take this dollar that I have and turn it into 4 or 10? because the primary purpose of money as a wealthy person is to turn it into more money. If you ever come to Game On Live, you've heard my friend LaShawn Holland talk about how whenever she wants to take a trip, she invests in things. And what she does is she takes the interest or the money she makes from the investment to pay for the thing. So she always makes an investment to buy the thing that she wants to buy or to take the trip that she wants to take, living off not the main money, but the dividends or the interest or the money that the money is making. Here's the crazy thing. Middle-class people and poor people are free to take their money and invest it into something that makes them more money, but most of them are afraid to do it because middle-class people and poor people want a guarantee, but wealthy people, rich people, want an opportunity. Here is how your beliefs around money keep you small. You think $10,000 or $25,000 or $50,000 is a lot of money, so you undercharge. You think rich people are mean, evil, conniving, sneaky, or that the wealthy do more evil than good, so you stay middle class. You think no one wants to buy from you, so you avoid sales, hiding behind proposals or not making offers or not asking for the business. Today, I want to shift your beliefs because your belief around money and receiving runs deep. It's coded in you. It defines you. It enables you or hinders you, right? It can also limit you. And it's time to change that coding. It's time to recode your identity around money. When I started to rewire what I believed about money and recode my own identity as it relates to money, everything started to change around me for my business, for my family, for my clients, for everyone. What if I told you that you are creating money in the quantum field right now, all around you? Like it's being created, but it's not reaching you in the physical world. The truth about money is this. It's either there or it's not. You're either on the frequency or resonance of the level of money you desire to create, or you're not. Money doesn't lie. It's a truth teller and a truth seeker. You get to choose. If you're saying to yourself or you're worried about appearing greedy or needy or pushy or salesy, you're right. If you're worried about it, all those things will manifest. It's impending doom. But on the other side, if you decide right now that you are worthy and deserving of not just enough, but overflow, and not just overflow, but accelerated overflow, because you're open to allowing large sums of money to come to you as fast as it possibly can, staying in gratitude for what you have right now and excitement for what's coming, what's open and available to you, what's possible is unimaginable. If you decide that releasing everything you know and have been taught about money, how money is created, and begin to be open or become open to receiving, everything is possible. Second reason why most people never cross the $1 million mark in their business or make it into that next income level or phase in their business. You've been taught to fear yourself, to fear your power. This right here, this is really at the heart of it all. We've been taught to hide our greatness. We've been taught not to outshine others. We've been taught that celebrating success is bragging and not being humble. You can't be proud of yourself. Let other people be proud for you. And these embedded codes, again, codes and commands come up all the time, even for women who are already successful or have already experienced a level of success that others can only aspire to, dream to, or hope for. And that's most of you. You're published authors. You've been on television. You have more awards than you can name, more degrees out the wazoo. You're leaders of leaders. Yet those embedded commands keep you playing small, undercharging, hesitant to ask for business, lacking power in sales situations, and so much more. This is why I believe what I call courage containers are so powerful and so necessary. I love putting things together where groups of people move through transformation together because it gives you the courage to go for it. What I want you to begin to do is to pay more attention to what your conscience whispers, especially when you're alone, than what other people shout out loud. Because it's not about what you say you get to have or post on socials, or even what others say or think or believe about you. Your upper limit is what you actually believe about yourself when the distractions are gone. The truth is, right now, in this moment, you are earning at the level of your current identity. And somehow, somewhere inside of you, you've placed a limitation on what's available for you. Let that sink in. There's some stories around who you be, and that who you be doesn't get to have all the things and all the money and all the clients. Maybe you've told yourself that you've been told that you're too much. Maybe you've been told to tone it down. Maybe you've been told that your desires are unreasonable. Here's the truth. The truth is you are too much. And my gift is helping you lean into the much you already know that you are with zero apologies. The truth is you are different. The truth is you are uncommon. The truth is your dreams and desires are unreasonable for most, for average people, because you are the prototype for what you are trying to create. Own that, fully embody it, and watch the magic that happens. It's one thing to own the knowledge of that, to know it, but to embody it to the degree that who you be shifts atmospheres, to the degree that others recognize it the moment you step into a room, to the degree that you call in and magnetize to yourself everything that is yours, including clients and money. Now that is some supernova stuff right there. That's when we activate our supernova frequency. Let's talk about selling. And what I want you to understand is that this isn't going to be about what to do to get sales. It's about how to be. Because becoming successful at sales doesn't come from memorizing or following a script or a template or even knowing exactly how to overcome or handle objections. I'm going to give you a little truth bomb coming from a person who has been in sales since I was 19 years old. So over 20 years, right? Any sales script works. They mostly follow the same structure. That's Googleable. That information is readily available to any of you at any time. In fact, most of you likely already have one that you're using. But that's not why you have "I can't afford it" on your calls, or people ghosting you or wasting your time. So what is it and how do you shift it? This is what stops most brilliant business owners from selling more often to more people for way more money. 5 things. I'm going to give you 5 things right now that you will be required to level up to make more money this year. First one, you haven't cultivated a deep knowing that your work changes lives, like in your core. When you truly know on a deep level that your work changes lives and you've done the inner work to solidify that belief, you sell easily, you sell intuitively to the right people who are perfect for your service, for your coaching, for your programs, for your courses, because you know that you are changing a life. Becoming amazing at sales starts from within. Sales is an inside game, boo. Second one, you're not comfortable with sales and selling. You're not comfortable with being sold to. If you get triggered by people selling to you or promoting themselves often, don't be surprised when it feels hard to sell. Get comfortable with sales and selling and being sold to. Third one, you yourself, you are not the best buyer. Check your own buying habits. How do you buy? What type of buyer are you? Do you show up on sales calls wasting people's time? Being caught up in your own fears? Using the "send me the info" excuse just to get off the phone? Ghosting people? Now, contrast that with how you liked to buy. What makes you feel good when buying? What makes buying fun, simple, easy? Bottom line, be the best kind of buyer. I often hear on my sales conversation, Shameca, let's do it. I'm ready. Let's work together. I'm in. You're my person. And that happens usually before I even make the offer or before the conversation even begins. And sometimes they haven't even heard the price yet. My easiest sales calls aren't because they don't have objections, although that's cool too. It's because the prospective clients are literally a perfect mirror match for me. They are mirrors of me. Be a reflection of the kind of buyer you want. See, I have to be all the things that I want my ideal clients to be and live in alignment with that. Remember, alignment activates and accelerates. So when you're in alignment, you're going to activate everything that you want in your life and you're going to accelerate your path to getting there. If I don't take decisive action when I'm being sold to, how could I possibly expect that of others? When I buy, I act from this place of trusting myself, acting as the leader of my life. I'm sovereign. I'm powerful in my decision making, whether it's a yes or a no. I strive to embody all that I want to attract in my clients because I know that's who will show up in my life as a result. You don't attract who you want, you attract who you are. One of the things I learned and how I got into this work, because I've been in sales for a long time and I avoided teaching sales. I wanted to just change lives. I wanted people to know their personal power, but I realized that sales is a tool that allows me to do that. What I learned is that sales is a beautiful mirror for where you are and where you need to level up. Here's the moral of the story. You can never overcome an objection that you have for yourself or that you yourself believe is valid. I remember working inside of one of my mentors' programs and I was making sales and he asked to get on a call with me. And what he realized is everybody that was bringing in the program was on a payment plan. And when he had been doing his sales for himself, they were all paying in full. And so he asked me if he could ask me a question, and I said yes. And the question he asked is, if you were to buy this program or invest in this program, would you need a payment plan? And I said yes. And then I was like, of course. And it was like a $10,000 program, or maybe it was like $6,000. I think it was 10,000, 6,000, some kind of scholarship, whoever we were calling. And in that moment, it hit me that I was projecting onto them. So I'm going to say this again. I made a shift. I released that projection, and the next 3 people who bought from me paid in full. Again, you can never overcome an objection that you yourself have or that you yourself believe is valid. 4th thing, you're not sold on you. You ain't sold on you. You can try to scream it from a bullhorn, stand on a pedestal and talk about it all you want. If you're not selling as much as you desire, somewhere inside of you, you're not sold on you. You must sell yourself first. People buy certainty and confidence. Certainty sells. If you don't believe, nobody will. And until you get this right, no amount of strategy will help you sell more. 5th one, once you get your mindset and inside game on point, everything starts from this basic understanding. And this is an important one. Everyone is not your client, boo. If I hear somebody say anybody with skin, anybody with this, you're yelling into the social media, hoping that everybody wants to buy. Every space you go into, you're introducing yourself as I'm your life coach. I'm your this, I'm your that. You're not my anything. Everyone is not your client. So how do you make it easy for the right clients to see your offer as a priority so you can charge premium prices with integrity? Every point during your sales process, from marketing, from your content to your sales conversation, or literally your onboarding, you must be filtering and screening for your clients. Your, in all caps, your clients, from hello to buy. Having a system that qualifies and sells before the call is instrumental to your success. Something that sells for you, something that qualifies for you, something that screens is instrumental to your success. It gives your buyer the power and the ability to choose. Today, I'm going to give you a simple lead gen strategy as your cash creation challenge. But before I do that, I want to practice what I preach and give you the bridge from where you are to where you desire to be. So I believe simple and consistent is how you get big results. I teach you the simplest actions to yield the biggest results. Success, it's not about adding tons of tasks to your plate. And I pride myself on the fact that my clients and students all work less after working with me and make way more money. What I'm here to do is teach you how to get rapid, sustainable results. And to do that, you need simple strategies that work and repeatable sales systems that allow you to create clients and money month after month. So I've been telling you that I would open the doors to Supernova Sales School today. So I'm going to give you that invitation to join us in Supernova Sales School again. And then after that, I'll issue your assignment and your challenge for the day. So what is Sales School? Sales School is structured much like this challenge. Monthly, you receive a lesson, and then you're issued a cash creation challenge designed to create leads and to generate leads and create sales. We structure these monthly cash creation challenges so that you have access to support to navigate the stuff that comes up as you implement, complete with sales strategy, content strategy, templates, workbooks, resources to help you achieve your goals, and the momentum of an intentional, focused, energized community, all working towards the goal of making significant sums of money each and every month. Just like you've experienced here, just like you've experienced inside of this container. For those of you who are inspired to work with me and you know that you could use and crave a powerful community, clarity and momentum like you've created over the past 4 days, you want to go to weslaysales.com right now. That's weslaysales.com. I kind of typed it on the video here. Click the button that says say no more, I'm all in, because I'm going to give you some pretty juicy fast action bonuses. We already have a couple of people in from yesterday, but I'm going to give you some fast action bonuses today, and they're going to be limited to the first 10 people who say yes to this offer. So the first bonus today starts with an extended pay option. So typically when you come into sales school, you either pay in full or we have a 4-pay option. So today I am actually opening up an extended 12-pay option for you. So if you don't need any further explanation and you're all in and this has felt powerful for you and you would like a year of really focusing month over month over month, knowing exactly what to do in order to generate leads and create sales, again, go to weslaysales.com. So I want to share the investment with you because I want to get that out of the way so that you can make your decision. And I'll share what options you have for making that investment a bit later. But for those of you who already know that you love to work with me in this capacity, I'm going to share the investment and the link to join. So tuition for Supernova Sales School is normally $5,000. And the good news is you're going to get a few special bonuses for participating in the cash creation crash course. So during the crash course, you can enroll in sales school for a one-time payment of $5,000 or take advantage of either of our cash flow options and get started today for as little as $500. Again, go to weslaysales.com to do that. We're going to give you a no excuse 12-month payment option. So that's 12 installments of $500 each. And what I want you to think about is, how many clients would it take you to make your investment back in sales school? For most of you, it's likely just one, right? I designed this program to set you up for success. Here's the thing. Listen, what I've learned over the years of doing this is that sales is really an inside game, and that the root cause of lack of sales and inconsistent cash flow stems from 3 main things, 3 simple things. 1, lack of alignment. Your mindset around sales, money, beliefs, it's off. It's limiting your earning capacity. And what has to happen is we need an upgrade in your courage to activate your supernova frequency so that you cultivate certainty and an unshakable identity around sales, that you cultivate belief in your ability and the courage to charge way more for the work that you do and actually receive at that level. The second reason is because you're taking the wrong actions in the wrong order. You're all over the place, taking too many actions and burning yourself out, working all the time on the wrong things. And what's required is focus. And how do you do that? You need focus, consistent action to build the kind of trust that creates qualified leads and clients, and simple money-making strategies that work. The third thing, and the third reason, is you lack high-level sales skills. The number one money-making skill set in business is sales. It is sales. Without sales, you don't have a business. There's levels to sales skills. What it takes to sell a $2,500 offer is not the same set of skills required to sell at $20,000 or $50,000 plus. And the better your sales skills, the less effort, the less leads, the smaller the audience it takes to create six figures again and again and again. So I was able to cross the $1 million mark with only a few thousand people on my email list and only a few followers on social media. To hit your next six figures and to begin to collapse time and do it faster and faster so that you are at those six-figure months, we must consistently up-level those three areas. It's how my clients easily turn their annual income into their monthly income. So again, if you want to create those kind of results, just go to WeSlaySales.com. So I want to break down how sales school is structured so that you get a clear understanding of how it works. So usually at $5,000 investment, you're usually getting a short-term program with little support, like a 90-day program, an 8-week program, something like that, maybe a couple of calls. With Sales School, we're giving you 12 full months access and 12 full months of support. This is how Sales School is broken down. First of all, it's not just access to training in a course. We train live every single month, for every session. Every month you have 2 sessions available to support you. In week 1, the first week of every month, there is a masterclass training strategically picked to support you in improving generating leads and sales in your business. You also get issued a cash creation challenge for the month, just like this crash course. Every training has a money-making action tied to it to motivate action, to get results quickly. Again, just like you've experienced here, less thinking, more doing, more results. We keep it simple. At the end of each training, there's a topic-specific Q&A. So I'm not just training and giving you the challenge. You're not just getting like a recording. We're actually there. My team and I are there so that if you have questions, you get to ask them so that you have total clarity on what the challenge is for the month, what we've taught for the month, so that you can get moving on the challenge as quickly as possible. Then you have a week or so, you have a couple of weeks to work on the challenge and actually roll up your sleeves and get it done. On week 3, we come back once a month, we do a Q&A call. This is to customize your sales strategy for your business. You've been working on it. Now you can ask questions like, this is what's coming up for me as I'm doing it. How do I course correct? It's an Ask Me Anything session, but we're also there to celebrate your successes, right? We highlight the strategies that have been working best for all so everybody can learn from those who've had the most success. Each week, you're going to do an accountability check-in with support from your coaches and the community, just like you're doing during the Cash Creation Crash Course. That's it. That's how it works. It's powerful. And if you felt how you feel pulled to show up for yourself more powerfully because you know you need to do those accountability videos and you made a commitment to do it, that's the same thing you'll feel when you're inside of this container, making you create more results and get more done with less time and effort because of it. Let's talk about the bonuses that I said I was going to give you. So I want to talk about those. Everyone that purchases before 5 p.m., actually it's 9 p.m., Wednesday, which I don't even know what's Wednesday, the 3rd. Wednesday, January 3rd, will have the ability to use that extended payment option. So don't come to me on the 4th. Don't come to me next week and say, oh my gosh, I totally missed it. I was watching the replay. It's not going to happen, right? You have till Wednesday at 9 p.m. when we close the container for everyone to take advantage of that extended payment options over the 12 months. And you're also going to receive the following bonuses. So the first bonus is everyone who purchases is going to get a ticket to my annual event that's live and in person, Game On Live this November, which is a really powerful event. I won't go into what Game On Live is and how it works, but you get a ticket to that. The second bonus is I am gifting you with the Fast Start program. So the Fast Start program is a way to get you started right away. But what I'm going to do with the Fast Start program, and I'm going to talk to you about what it is I'm actually going to run it live. So this will only be the second time that I've run it live. So you're going to work with me for your first 45 days in the program not privately, but in this small group every single week. So everybody who purchases will be with me for the first 45 days weekly. We're going to kick off with immediate access to my 6-figure sales training. Then we'll kick off with an orientation call. And then we'll spend an entire month together walking you through your foundations live to help you turn your Facebook profile into a money-making machine and help you move through those feelings and tendencies to procrastinate that typically show up. Bottom line, it's full speed ahead with money-making actions and weekly accountability calls with me. So, question to you would be this: do you want a higher chance of getting your first or next client in the first 6 weeks of being in this program? If so, join now and get the fast start with me, because it's going to be super powerful. And this definitely will be the last time that I run it live. Last time we ran it live, 90% of the people who came through the program were able to make their investment back before the fast start program was over. Like, it was happening very, very quickly. Like I said, I set this thing up for you to succeed. Third bonus. This is a pay in full bonus. If you pay in full, you get lifetime access. If you pay in full, you get lifetime access. And not only that, I've got 2 additional bonuses because I'm all about fast action and implementation. So here's your 4th bonus. 4th bonus is this: the first 10 people to say yes will receive a bonus Q&A call and mentorship session. It's actually going to be a mastermind session because it's going to be so small that I can spend a lot of time with each person, right? So it doesn't matter whether you pay in full or elect to make tuition installments. It's just the first 10 people to say yes. You're eligible. So go to WeSlaySales.com, be one of the first 10 to say yes, and you will get access to that call with me. And last but not least, that second bonus that I want to give you, I want to remove all excuses with my Better Than Badass guarantee. So here's the Better Than Badass guarantee. You invest in sales school. If you're not able to make your investment back in the 12 months that you're inside of the program, and you've done all the challenges and everything that we say that you can do, we will refund you your money back, no questions asked. That's it. So I want to recap for you. You get an entire year of sales content and lead generation support in Supernova Sales School, plus bonuses. Everyone who enrolls during the Cash Creation Crash Course will receive the extended pay option, the Fast Start program, a ticket to Game On Live. And not only that, but those who pay in full are going to get lifetime access to the program, and the first 10 people to enroll will receive an intimate, closed-door, small group mastermind Ask Me Anything session with me. So go ahead and get registered at WeSlaySales.com. All of that information is over there on the checkout page when you get there. Are you ready for your cash creation challenge? That is my question. I'm going to give you an assignment today, and then I'm going to issue you a challenge, and it's going to be super powerful. So here is your assignment for today. And I do want to celebrate those of you who have already jumped in. I'm super excited. I got a couple of messages last night. I'm in, and I was like, yay. So here's my pom-pom for all of you guys who are already in. And those of you who are coming in, we'll be celebrating you as you're continuing to come in. Here's your assignment for today. You're going to do a money statement. And the money statement is simply there for you to explore your beliefs about money, because your beliefs about money are at the core of everything, especially if you're stuck at a certain income level. So I want you to do your money statement. That's your simple assignment for today. Your challenge for today. Today, I am going to give you a simple lead generation strategy. It is a strategy that I have been using for all these years that I've been building this business, and it works. It is a simple strategy, but it will require courage. The fastest way to make more money is to ask for the business, period, hands down. That is the fastest way to make more money. And what I found as a tool or a tactic or a technique as a faster way to make business is to use live streaming, use live video. Why? Because people get to see you, your personality, experience you. It accelerates know, like, trust. Plus, we talked about the digital footprint. It leaves a digital footprint so that people can sell themselves on working with you. So it often will give you the illusion of moving faster as well, because when people show up for the first time, they've already spent time with you, feel like they know you. Now they're ready to buy, as opposed to needing to be indoctrinated into your system. All right. So we're going to do one today. You're going to live stream today on your personal profile, and you're going to give a call to action. Some of you have gone live and taught and encouraged, but rarely do a call to action. What I want you to understand is that the prompt that I'm going to give you today, it's not the time to be modest. I want you to make a strong call to action. And then we're going to put everything together that I taught you this week. So I want you to pay attention to who's engaging, how they're engaging, use the outreach techniques to engage people, to send a message, or use follow-up techniques. You can use it all, okay? Here's your sentence stem. Take a deep breath because I'm about to give it to you right now. Your sentence stem for your live stream today. And I don't want you to alter or change it in any way. And if you feel like you need to or want to, or pay attention to the thoughts that come up as I give you the sentence stem, because those thoughts, feelings, emotions are likely the reason why you're not where you want to be, right? How we do one thing is how we do everything. There's always a thread to pull. So awareness, which is why we're doing those check-in videos, not to just say I did the thing, but to check in with how you're feeling and what awarenesses are you having about yourself as you're taking these actions. Ready for that sentence stem? I am the best in the world at. That is your sentence stem. Not I'm one of the best. I'm the best in the world at. And then your CTA. So you're going to tell us what you're the best in the world at. Now, know that this likely isn't your skill set. It's probably your gifting that you're the best in the world at. So what are you the best in the world at? You're going to make that declaration on live video today. And then you're going to do a CTA. So I'm the best in the world at, and so I'm inviting you to. I'm offering, I'm opening up, and then give them instructions on how to connect with you and take the next steps. I really want you to be in your awareness about how you're feeling as you're moving through every part of today's cash creation exercise. But this is also your opportunity to invite people into what you have to offer that's next. I'm going to give you just my quick, I am the best in the world statement so that you can see what I mean. Because like I teach sales and I teach skills and I help people build businesses. I help them accelerate cash flow. But what I'm the best in the world at is seeing potential and power in natural born leaders and mirroring it back to them, awakening their most powerful essence and the parts of themselves that they've tucked away secretly so they can remember who the heck they are. So they can remember how much of a giant they are. So they can show up with power and certainty and accomplish any goal faster than they ever imagined. I am courage and possibility just by being who I am. The very essence of who I be beckons you to rise. That's it. I want to say this as we close out. Results don't take courage, they take time. The bigger your actions are during this challenge, the greater your results will be. I'm excited for everybody who's enrolling in sales school right now. I cannot wait to get started with you. And that's a wrap. We are coming to a close. So check in this evening with your day 4 #AllInAccountability video once you have completed the challenge. Please don't go live and say, I'm going to work on it. Do it. Do it as quickly as possible. Law of diminishing intent says that a task will expand to the time that you allow for it. If you're closing sales, creating leads, booking calls, we want to know. Post in the group and use the #WeSlaySales so that we can celebrate you, okay? I'm super, super excited for everybody. Don't forget, we have a Q&A call tomorrow at noon Pacific time, and we have one more class next Tuesday, noon Pacific time. Have an incredible, happy New Year. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys inside of the group. Thank you so much for watching my show, my channel. Here's what I want you to do. If you really love what you've been listening to, I want you to subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. No, really, leave a comment. Like right now. I'm not going to stop talking until you leave a comment. Seriously.